In this video, let's see how precision and recall are calculated for object detection models. Let's say we have 7 images in our dataset, out of which there are 15 ground truth boxes. The green boxes that you are seeing here are the actual ground truth boxes. And the red boxes that we can see are the ROI proposals from my model. In total, I have 24 ROI proposals. We can also see the confidence scores for each of these boxes. Now let me transfer all this data into a table. For the first image, I have 3 detections A, B and C, and their confidence scores are 88%, 70% and 80%. So that's listed here. And whether this detection is correct or not, is it a TP or a FP? For that we need to look at this image. Just by looking at it, I can make out that detection A is wrong, that is it's an FP, and even detection C is an FP. Only detection B seems to be correct, so we can mark this as a TP. That is what we can see here. Similarly, I will prepare this table for all the images. Now what I do is, this table I'll rearrange according to the confidence scores. That is, this row will come to the top and the row with the least confidence scores will come to the bottom of the table. Once I have done this rearrangement, I will segregate TP and FP as follows. Whenever the answer is correct, that is it's a true positive, I'll mark it as 1 in the TP column and 0 in the FP column. And if it's the other way around, I'll put a 1 in the FP column and 0 in the TP. And I'll do this for all the rows. Once I'm done with it, I will calculate something called accumulated true positives. That is, for the first row it will just be the same, and for the second row, this value, I'll calculate the total number of true positives until now, which is nothing but 1 in this case. And for the third row, I have seen 2 true positives until now, so this sum will be 2. Similarly, I'll prepare this accumulated TP column for all the rows. On the same lines, I will also create the column for accumulated false positives by looking at these values. Once I do that, it's easy to calculate precision by looking at these two figures. What is precision? Precision is, in the first row, my precision will be 1 by 1 plus 0, which is nothing but 1. And for the second row, it will be 1 by 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2, which is nothing but 0.5. Similarly, I'll calculate precision for all the rows. And what is recall? Recall is TP by number of, as we have seen in one of the previous videos, number of ground truth ROIs. And what is my ground truth ROIs? In this case, in this data set, my ground truth ROIs is always 15. So in the denominator, I will always have the value of 15, and in the numerator, I can go on substituting the TP. So for my first row, recall will be 1 divided by 15, which is nothing but 0.066. And similarly, I'll go on calculating the recall for all the rows. So finally here, my recall will be 7 divided by 15, which comes to 0.466. Once I do that, I'll plot a graph of precision against recall. And this is how it looks. R corresponds to the detection with the highest confidence score, that is this row. And finally, the O corresponds to detection with the least confidence score, that is nothing but this row. So this is how my chart looks. Okay, now that I have this graph, how will I compare two different models? Let's say this is a graph for the first model. You can see that in this graph, the figures look very zigzag. That is, the precision keeps rising and falling. And if we have to compare two different models, let's say for the second model, the graph looks somewhat like this. Now, how will I know whether the blue graph is better or the red one? These two graphs, the blue and red one, are the result of two different models. Now, how will I compare this and say this is better than that? As you can see, because of the zigzag nature of the precision and recall curve, it's very difficult to estimate just by looking at this graph. So I need to again express this mathematically. How will I do that?